All right, this is John Brass from RunMichigan.com talking to Mason Ferlic from formerly from the University of Michigan. Now you've graduated, right?
Just graduated this spring. Yep.
All right, are you racing for anybody or?
Not yet.
Okay.
Got some things in the fire, irons in the fire. So hopefully, it's taking a little bit longer than I would have liked, but be patient, and I think some good things will work out.
All right. Well, I know we're talking to the 2016 NCAA steeplechase champion, so that must have been excited out there.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of the most amazing way to end my career at Michigan. It's been such a journey and so enjoyable, and then to cap it off the way I did, it was just like, that was awesome. That was a storybook ending for me.
Yeah, I know you ran a great race there, and then you turned around and went out to the Olympic trials, I guess at the same place.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, so back out to Eugene. That was a great experience. I finished 5th, and all I'm happy with how the season turned out, obviously, because I accomplished my big goals, which, winning NCAAs, and, I came up a little bit short at the trials, which is something, it's kind of like, what if, coulda, shoulda. Kind of wish I could have had a redo, but, for being a young guy out there, and I felt like I competed well, and that's all I wanted.
And how tough is that to do that turnaround? I know, you have the NCAA championships, and it's not very far after you got to run the Olympic trials. So.
Yeah, mostly it was more of just like an emotional having to repeat. It was like Big Tens, ran really well, and scored a lot of points for our team, which was huge. And then to go to regionals, have pressure of qualifying, then NCAAs, and that huge like emotional roller coaster. And then to come back up for the trials, it feels like, it just feels long mentally and a little bit physically. But I felt like I prepared well. It was kind of our goal starting the season, was to come to the trials, as strong as we could. But I maybe have the disadvantage of being a collegiate and not quite the professional cycle where they can peak at the right time.
Right. But it looked like you ran a great race out there at the trials. So I know that had to be exciting to be out there and run such a good race and be in it.
It was,
in
and
contention.
it felt like I was competing with the guys I wanted to compete with, and that was my biggest goal. Just like get out there and run hard, like you're supposed to be here. Like compete the way you think you compete. And so I did that, and that's why I'm happy with it.
And then today you came up to Charlevoix to run a mile race.
Yeah. So that was we kind of after the trials, that was a huge, another just like high emotions to coming back to training. And so like wasn't quite sure how my body would feel and like how energized I could get to keep on training and keep the body going. But I had a pretty good week of training, and so we're like, what, let's have some fun on the roads. Just haven't raced a road mile before. So this is a great first experience. The crowd was awesome. Like it's a beautiful day, festival going on in beautiful like Michigan and stuff. So it was a lot of fun. Came up a little bit short there. Just kind of tactically probably didn't make the best moves. The big downhill kind of just throws a loop in it. You got to kind of almost have a second half of the race at the downhill. So wasn't quite prepared for that. But yeah, all in all, it was fun.
How did the race go out from the beginning?
I ended up finding myself in the front. Lex and I were kind of just going stride for stride. I was kind of just like measuring up. I didn't really want to be the leader, but when we hit the half, a little bit under 2, I think, and from there I think we just slowed the brakes a little bit before we hit the hill. And when we hit the hill, I was like, all right, there's a chance to like open up, put yourself in position. And as we're, it levels back out about another 200 meters to the finish, straight to the finish. And I just kind of, I sat and waited too long, and I got pinched off as we were going into the blue tent thing, or like arch right there, and just all of a sudden found myself having to take a step back in third, and I was like, that was stupid. Like I should have pushed to try to break to the lead a little bit farther out instead of waiting to the very last minute.
Do you know what kind of time you ran today then?
I think we were like 4:02. I was like 4:02. I think the winner was just over 4. So, surprisingly, no one broke 4 today. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a headwind, but.
Yeah, I think I know it's a tough course with that downhill. It kind of makes a whole different way to race, right?
Yeah.
So, any other races coming up?
I'm running next week back out in Eugene. We're in the Tracktown Summer Series, which I'm really pumped for. They're putting on a great meet, domestic meet. Kind of a small field, 8 guys in the steeple, and about 8 guys in each event. And so it'll be really fun to, hopefully get one last good crack at the steeples. I can set another good PR.
Any other steeples this summer, or is that it?
It's kind of what I can get into. I
Okay.
mean, with the Olympics, there's not many good steeples. There's no more domestic steeples after that, and see what we can get into in Europe maybe. It's kind of just play by ear at this point.
will you do anything this fall, or will you take rest and then?
It just totally depends on the body's feeling.
Okay.
So,
All right, and probably see you back back in the springtime running steeples again, right?
absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, Mason, thank you very much, and I'm glad you got a chance to come up here to Charlottesville and enjoy Northern Michigan and get a chance to interview you. So I appreciate it. So thanks.